Hello and welcome back to Asgardia, everyone. I'm Skills That Kills, and this has been a long time coming, this episode. I think it's been over a month since I did the last episode. And as you can see, Asgardia has changed massively. And the reason is because PDX Mods is out, and it has just expanded so many options of what you can do for detailing. It's fixed some gameplay bugs like land value, and it just makes so much more possible in the game. And I'm really looking forward to what's coming out soon. But yeah, honestly, I kind of view this. I know this is only like I haven't really done many episodes on Asgardia, but I feel like I'm kind of done with the city. Like I've done so many custom things thanks to Anarchy, the mod Anarchy by yenyang, and just all these custom tools that are available now, which are incredible. But yeah, I kind of view this as a farewell tour. I just want to go over what I've done, especially since the last episode. But just a quick recap, Asgardia is a semi-Scandinavia-based city. At least I think this map, Kexford by Jaxrud, is supposed to be Scandinavian. But every district and every park and everything is named after some like Norse god, or it follows Norse mythology, the theme throughout. And I enjoyed sticking with that. But yeah, I just want to show you what I've done with the mods and what you could do with your city, perhaps. So I think last time, I think that was an autosave pause. But last time we spoke, I'm pretty sure this was the only downtown area I had. And as you can see, it is now a fully fleshed tri-metro area. And I wanted to go for try like New York, New Jersey, and what is it, Connecticut? Is that the third one? But I think I almost got too big, and so I kind of lost some of the character here, but I'll go over that. So as you saw last time, this is called the Old City, this area right here, and this is kind of a Chicago River-inspired area with a bunch of waterfront parks, and we got Mueller Park over here with a nice pond, but the train station over here, and most importantly, my favorite thing, the elevated tramway, which goes through the heart of the Old City downtown, and then out into this industrial area over here. When last we spoke, this was all farm area, but it was converted into residential, medium to low residential areas to make way for the expanding population of Asgardia. And then we have some low density housing out here with a nice fireside park. I wonder if that, what are these called? A campfire site. There you go. But we still have all this farmland out here. Had to build some new train yards to support all the new train routes we have. We still have Sovngarde Orchards and Aesir University. That hasn't really changed much. But yeah, let's take a tour of the new areas now. So I think I had some downtown built out last time, but this is if this is the old city, this is the new city. And as you can see, it has just expanded everywhere. So we have a whole new section, the old Braggy district with Nilfheim Beach, and Fort Odinson Island, which I thought was a cool tourist trap. Which brings me to my first custom park that I really want to show you all, and that is Valkyrie Field, the baseball team for the city of Asgardia. And so this is all using the Anarchy mod with Find It to just find assets that can build this. So we have some sports stadium stands, thankfully. This is actually part of a bridge, the Grand Bridge, I believe. This and kind of this, it kind of reminds me of, what's the thing in Paris? You know what I'm talking about. The Arc de Triomphe, that. Kind of view this as an Arc de Triomphe version with a kind of a riverside park. And yeah, I saw someone else do this on a YouTube video. And so I was inspired to do something similar. But yeah, Valkyrie Field, this took me several hours to complete, but it was super fun. And if I were to watch a game here, I would sit right here so I can get views of the downtown skyline and the Asgardia Spire. So this was super fun. You got like a shopping district right next to it with I like to think that the Asgardia Valkyrie's team is based in this office tower right here. their management. But yeah, that's coupled with a cruise line, a harbor, and a water park. So this is kind of a whole entertainment area right here. And I didn't honestly know what to do expanding this way. So yeah, kind of left this untouched for now. I'm sure we could expand just some suburbs down here. Speaking of suburbs, there's a whole new suburb, Greyfell, and this supports the port of Asgardia, which needed a lot of workers. So this is just, run-of-the-mill suburban town with a basic grid pattern. I didn't do much with the waterfront there, but I imagine they could really build that out. And I started building this once the beach assets became free for everyone in the base game. So I got a few waterfront assets. A few of those houses here sprinkled into Greyfell, supported through College of Greyfell, which I think has some cool sightlines as well into the river and into the mountains. I don't think the port of Asgardia. I think the only thing that has changed is I added another port out here, and then I had to massively redo some of the road infrastructure here because if you played this game at all, you know that traffic backs up like no one's business when it's going into a cargo harbor. So really, I made this a one-way fed into by the highway and a way to immediately get back on the highway so we can avoid congestion on Lafayette Street, which is kind of the main arterial going to the rest of the industrial area, which expands down here. I expanded some farmland here as well. Got a new train station there. And yeah, so Greyfell was established as kind of a company town to support the port of Asgardia, and then the Asgardia Power and Gas municipal industry. Right next to it, we have the International Airport, which I just added, so I haven't really detailed the lands behind it or in front of it at all. But this was getting pretty busy, as you can see. Actually, wait time 5 minutes, that's not too bad. But I feel like a regional airport is just too small for a tri-metro area, so I added the International Airport here, along with some more solar-powered plants, and there's a lot of rail infrastructure in Asgardia, so I needed more rail yards and subway yards to support everything. Going into some of the suburbs, so we have a dual college, like a rivalry here. We have the Vanner University of the Arts right next to the Frost Giant College of Science and Technology, and they play the Bifrost Bowl every year in this stadium right here, which was also super fun to build. I used some pedestrian paths to create like a stadium effect there. And so this is really cool. It has its own observatory or radio telescope, sure, with Coder Park. And so, yeah, server farm. Thanks to some of the mods, I can place extensions to buildings on their own. So this is a university library. And normally I would have to connect this to an existing university. But thanks to mods, thanks to Anarchy and Find It and Plop the Growables, I believe, I can just place it wherever I want. And so I think this looks a lot cooler without having to be attached to a ginormous asset like this. But yeah, so they're rivals. They play the Bifrost Bowl. That was a cool story to make up. And then you got some, basic suburbs out here. Got a Surtur Ridge and Aduna Hills. Again, all these are Norse mythology names. I have no idea. I know who Surtur is from God of War, but these people, no idea who they are. Speaking of suburbs, we expanded out Garmdale and Gunner's End, and some of the road layout kind of mirrors the Trumpet Interchange here. I thought that was kind of nice, but yeah, very basic suburbs for low-density housing. What else? I think this is mostly the same other than just kind of building up the density of it. This is next to the custom baseball park, we have my first custom train station as well, which has a smaller footprint, at least this way, than the pre-built train station. But yeah, this was also super fun to build. Let me unpause the game here. And yeah, have like an express lane going through it in case trains just want to zip right by and they don't have any passengers to stop. Like that one right there. So that's going straight to the downtown financial district station. The Asgardia Financial District Station, which, I love this area as well. This was cool building out. Okay. Before I go to the third and final tri-metro area, which is the newest area, another cool thing that I really enjoyed building was the Bifrost Space Agency, where we have a Tripex Space Center. We have a kind of, this is a disaster warning system, but with the Y configuration with all the radio telescopes, you can make it look like, what is it? It's not the Atacama Observatory, but this is a common pattern for telescope observatories, or radio telescope, I believe, to have this in this Y. Don't know why. Then we have it next to the Large Hadron Collider. So yeah, this is just a big science and technology space center. And I thought this is technically a Central Intelligence Bureau, but it kind of looked like a cool space agency building as well. So that was fun building, and I built this all the way out here to get away from the light pollution of the city, but also because it kind of reminded me of, like, I don't know, Cape Canaveral and the rocket launch. What is it? Yeah, of the Apollo mission stuff. I feel like this kind of reminded me of that area, so I wanted it close to the water and away from the hustle and bustle of the city in case something went wrong. God forbid. But okay, let's close this with I call this the Tri-City. So we have the old city, the new city, and finally the Tri-City. I was kind of going with a downtown financial district, New York, just kind of mess of streets in this area, just because I felt like the peninsula reminded me of downtown Manhattan. So we have Rodmar Square with a cool little University Park, again another detached asset, and using custom surfaces to build this, whatever this is, this bubbly looking park. Unfortunately I did duplicate Watanabe Tower because I wanted another kind of standalone signature building here, even though we have one right over there, which apparently needs a hearse. But yeah, so this I kind of made like I forewent a basic grid pattern. Oh, we got a tram going by. That's cool. Just to kind of simulate the mess of downtown Manhattan, its street patterns. But yeah, this one I did add ground level trams, which I avoided in the old city, just because I find that they really add congestion. But this one is not as densely populated, and I widened the street here to make way for that. But yeah. I had forgotten that I just dezoned this area as well, for some reason. But yeah, and this leads into one of the other cooler things I've enjoyed building, which is a custom Grand Central Station. So this uses the same thing that I had on the ballpark, which is like a pillar on the Grand Bridge. What's it called? Yeah, Grand Bridge pillar. But I added them all together to make like I don't even know what this is, but it kind of looks like a Central European station, train station, and using invisible paths. And yeah, you can see they're just going through the wall there, but you can say it's a door. Made a custom train station with integrated passenger rail stops. And so this is really cool, and I like how just it kind of stands out in this downtown area. I feel like if I built out this again, it would kind of remind me of Grand Central Station, just in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. Then use some decals to so this is like a separate asset that you can just plop on the wall there to make it look like there's actually some like retail down there, and to make it look like they're actually walking into a door and not just the wall. So this was fun to build, and had some challenging terrain to work with as well. So in Seattle, we have something called Queen Anne, which is a neighborhood on a ginormous hill. So this is Upper Queen Sigger. I don't know if that's a goddess or what, but this kind of reminded me of that neighborhood where you're elevated on a hill looking into downtown Seattle, but here you're looking into the downtown Tri-City. And then finally used one of these tourist assets, the castle. There was this island here, which I thought would be cool to have a big castle just overlooking the bay. And I thought it would make sense, like in medieval times, for someone to want to build a castle here because you got a giant moat as a natural defense. And it was a great use of this bridge asset as well. So that's a tunnel that goes right under Upper Queen Sigir. I don't know if it's Sigir. Let's say that. And then, yeah, just kind of building out more medium density neighborhoods here. Didn't know what I was going to do over here, but I imagine I would just expand to the coast here. And just fill in, I don't know, fill in with some details, but oh, we got some traffic here. What's going on? Oh wow, it's going all the way down there. What is going on? Okay. It is rush hour, so everyone's going home from the workday, I guess. But yeah, this was something cool I saw. I think it was City Sculptor, where he covers tracks with pedestrian bridges like that. And so to avoid this thing right here, also right there. Wow, traffic is really backed up there. What is going on? Is everyone just trying to turn left? Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm sure that it is rush hour, so that makes sense. But yeah, and then to support kind of the Tri-City area, I have the Asgard Glen and Yonakurt Industries, which is another industrial area with some farms. Got some, what is this? Is this ore? No, it's rock, just rock grinding. With a cargo train station, so you can have cargo coming straight from the Tri-City to pick up cargo, or straight from the highway here. And a lot of bigger industrial assets here to kind of fill in the area. But yeah, I think that's the gist of it. Have some oil mining over there, or sorry, oil drilling. But yeah, I have spent, oh my god, 200 hours on this city, and I feel like I'm burnt out on it. So wow, a lot of traffic around here. But I have really enjoyed making it. I love what mods have unlocked for everything. It's let me build something like this custom train station. Obviously the ballpark, which from up here, I just love seeing that from space. It's so distinctive. Very cool. But yeah, and this is also the biggest, even though I am losing population. I think I'm officially bigger than Modderbrunnen, my other city in the Mountain Village map, which I think just peaked over 100,000. But as you can see, we've hit the most money you can make, and I'm still making a lot of money. Obviously, the economic simulation is kind of lacking in this game, but yeah, it's fun. Also reached the biggest milestone. So yeah, that is Asgardia. That is the tri-metro area of Asgardia, and I wanted to give a final tour before I say farewell, because I don't think I'll be doing much more with this city. I've started a kind of I don't know, a Pacific Northwest Islands inspired smaller town. I'm trying to go small for this one. It is called Dewey Harbor, and either like a San Juan Island type town, or maybe like New England fishing village. But I've learned from this that I tend to go too big too soon, and so I really want to avoid that. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and maybe one day I will show you all Dewey Harbor, and what a better send-off than to have the rocket blast into space. So Godspeed, Bifrost Space Agency astronauts, and thank you all for joining.